The restaurant was packed that Friday night when Emily, a young waitress in New York, accidentally dropped a tray of expensive wine glasses. Before she could even apologize, the manager, Richard, shouted, "You're fired." Everyone turned to watch. Emily quietly picked up the broken glass. "Please, sir, I've worked here for 3 years." Richard laughed. "And you're still just a waitress." He took her name tag and threw it into the trash. "Get out." Emily looked around, embarrassed, but nobody defended her. She picked up her bag and walked toward the door. Then a customer sitting alone in the corner suddenly stood up. "Emily, wait." She turned. It was an elderly man wearing a simple gray jacket. Richard snapped, "Sir, this doesn't concern you." The old man smiled. "Oh, I think it concerns me very much." Richard rolled his eyes. "Who are you?" The man reached into his pocket and pulled out a phone. "I'm James Carter." Richard froze. James continued, "And I own this restaurant." The entire dining room went silent. Richard's face turned pale. "That's impossible. The owner is never in New York." James smiled. "That's exactly why I came tonight." He walked toward the manager and placed the phone on the counter. "I've been watching the security cameras for 6 months." Richard stared at the screen. There were recordings of him stealing tips, humiliating employees, changing bills, and secretly charging customers extra. James looked at Emily. "You were fired because you refused to participate in his scheme, weren't you?" Emily nodded. Richard desperately said, "Sir, I can explain." James shook his head. "You've had 6 months to explain." Then he turned toward the employees. "Anyone else?" he threatened. One by one, hands slowly went up. James looked back at Richard. "You didn't fire Emily because she broke some glasses." He pointed toward the security footage. "You fired her because she wouldn't become part of your theft." Richard was escorted out by security that night. But James wasn't finished. He gave Emily her job back, and promoted her to restaurant manager. Then he made one announcement that shocked everyone. "From today, every employee will receive a share of the restaurant's profits." Emily looked at him. "Why are you doing this?" James smiled. "Because people who work hard shouldn't have to beg powerful people to treat them with dignity." Richard thought he had destroyed Emily's future. Instead, his own cruelty exposed everything he was hiding. And Emily learned the most satisfying lesson of all. Sometimes the person you humiliate today is standing much closer to the person who can change your life tomorrow. ****